This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, discounted prices, miniaturemarket.com.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we're going back to the hot desert, where we'll be looking for oases and palm trees and palaces, because today we're looking at a mini expansion for 5 Tribes, one of my favorite games, the Thieves of Naqala. This essentially is a 7-card expansion. It's pretty quick and easy, but it does change the game a little bit. Let me show you how it's played. I'll see you on the other side. There's 7 total new cards in this little mini expansion. 6 of them are thieves, 1 of them's a new Djinn. At the beginning of the game, along with the Djinns that get put out, you place one of these face up. The rest of these will be in a draw pile separate next to the Djinns, and they have this little icon on it so you can tell them apart. How these work are pretty much all the same. Meaning, instead of buying a Djinn, if you have the ability to buy one of the Djinns, instead of buying one of those, you can buy the only face up thief card. If you don't use this thief card, you keep it in front of you for the end of the game, it's worth 6 points. Notice this is all green. All these have to do with certain colors. Now, once this is in front of you, if you are able to activate the green tribe, you get to have everybody discard 2 resource cards, those green resource cards. You will get to take any 2 of the ones that are being discarded, and the rest still get discarded. And then, since this is gone, this is activating kind of in front of you. At the end of the round, once this is gone, someone has gotten their thief, it would replenish with a new single one. They all work the same way, but this one is if you activate the yellow tribes, everyone loses a vizier and you gain a vizier. If you activate the red tribe, when you have this card, everyone has to take one of their camels of their choice and take it off one of the places they've already settled on, and you get to put yours on any one of those tiles that they took them off. And that's how that one works. The next one is the white ones. Instead of basically everyone loses a Djinn, and you get to take one of the Djinns that people have bought. If you activate the blue builders, when you have this card, everyone has to take either a palm tree or a palace off one of the places that they have, and you get to place a palace or a palm tree on one of the ones that you own. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a spot that usually can take one of those. And if you're playing with the expansion of the game, with the Artisans of Naqala, everyone would have to get rid of 1 face-up special token, and then you get to take any one of those. Those are all sort of the thieves. Now there's also a new Djinn that gets mixed in normally with all the other Djinns, worth 9 points at the end if you don't use it. But if someone tries to use one of these abilities from the thieves, you basically are null and void to that. Nobody can use any of the thieves against you if you have this Djinn. That's it. All right, there's the Thieves of Naqala. Now, I think there's going to be people split on both sides here. 5 Tribes is one of my favorite games of all time. I love it. I love the first expansion that came out. This is really just a tiny little mini expansion. But for me, I love this because it gives me one more thing to do with the elders. Instead of buying a Djinn, I can get the thing that's 6 points, or I can hold it, and when the time's right, play that card. And pretty much as you saw, all those cards are pretty take that-ish. But I can say that I love take that information in games, but a lot of people don't. If you don't like take that mechanisms, be wary, this probably isn't the expansion for you. I will say though, if you don't like the take that mechanism, in this game, you're doing it to everybody. So it's like all other players do this, all other players do that, and so you're not picking on one player. So if you don't typically like that, but it's okay if it gets spread around, then maybe this is something to add. If you don't mind take that mechanics, or if you're like me and you actually really love them, then this is an excellent addition to a game that's already amazing. It adds just one little spice, and it's so simple mechanically. Now, when playing 5 Tribes, the first time with somebody else, if I'm teaching it to them, there's already a lot going on. I would never play the first expansion with them the first time I play it. This one you can certainly add, because literally it's just 1 card that you have to explain. Oh, instead of buying a Djinn, you can buy this guy and he does this. It's just 1 card at a time. So I would actually like this because you can play it with first timers right off the bat. And if you add in the expansions with other people that have played it a lot, it makes it even better. So take that. Thumbs up, love this one. That is the Thieves of Naqala.
This video was sponsored by Miniature Market's Review Corner. The Review Corner features podcasts, video, and written game reviews by gamers for gamers. Miniature Market, the online gaming superstore. Thousands of board games, discounted prices. Check them out at miniaturemarket.com. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for backing me on Kickstarter, making this season become a reality. I'd like to especially thank those here that have backed me at the credit level. Now, these video reviews are also available by audio on our podcast. It's the intros and the final thoughts on GameBoyGeek.com. Click podcast.